Hi. I always laugh at the beginning.
Hello.
Right. This is another update from our summer family project experiences with PAAAN. And so I'll just get started. We couldn't quite convince the boys to join, so I put a picture of them here. I still hope that they will join us one day. I love this picture of them. Maybe you guys can guess which vacation from this year it's from at the end. But we are in sprint 6, so this is our 6th sprint, though we didn't start recording until I think 2 or 3. So just like normal, we'll go through a current sprint. I actually do this with the boys as well, including Paul, and then we'll demo our progress and talk about next steps. This is just a calendar. Tomorrow, whatever we demo, whatever we get finished, we will release it more publicly. I think on the channel itself, I'm just playing around. We've been playing around with different things. Just releasing video shorts on YouTube and also an Instagram, right? Yeah.
Yep.
This is what we were supposed to do. So I ended up doing the Easter 2024 Winter Park video. And then I think Paul still hasn't gotten to his dandelion video just yet.
Yep.
And I couldn't convince the boys to do their travel video. One, Ethan does have a bit of difficulty. His computer cannot handle the amount of video processing and things like that. So we probably will end up getting a better computer for him. And then Arius had his wisdom teeth pulled out, so he's a little bit swollen. So he's not feeling the best. And then
trying to rest up there.
Yeah, so I'm trying to finish up the second travel boat post, which will be about our Disney Magic Cruise over spring break earlier this year. Anything you want to add, Paul? Nope. Okay, so I finally got this. It is, and I mainly used the AI, so I dumped all the clips in there, and it did a pretty good job. There is some editing with the ordering of it, but this is our first kind of long form video, so I'll just show a clip of it, just so you get a sense of what it looks like. I think it turned out not bad.
Yep.
So just a short clip, but the goal of the video is just to help others, just like I've watched other videos when I plan, just to see how it looks like, and then also the destination looks like, but also kind of the order of the itinerary and how we order it. I probably won't go back in. I was just thinking before I release it, I'll add in the pricing as well, because sometimes we use points, sometimes we use sometimes we use points, and then we do fly usually the discount airline. So we do like Frontier. I know a lot of people don't like that, Frontier and Spirit, quite a bit. So I'll try to add in the pricing to it, so then whoever's watching, you have an idea of how much a trip costs. And of course, this is over a holiday, Easter 2024, although not a very, I would say, popular destination for Easter typically.
Maybe we should put in the delays, if we have delays with these airlines, because you always say there's 50% chance of getting delayed. So
yes,
maybe show that these airlines don't get delayed sometimes. So I mean, they're reliable.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of bad experience, but still, I think it's affordable and it makes it works for us.
Yeah, especially for if it's 3 hour or less. Most of the time, it's so fast.
Yeah.
You watch one movie, even if we download it into our device, it's not a bad. We don't think it's too bad. Of course, they do nickel and dime everything, but we did match our status, especially on Frontier, and then that allows us to actually pick our seat. So it's even better than flying basic, I think, on the larger airlines, because in like United or Delta, a lot of times you don't even get your seat assigned. There, of course, if we had status, you would even on basic, but I think anyways, the lower cost airlines has served us really well, and that's why we're able to travel so much. Because buying 4 tickets at a time is quite expensive and adds up really quick. So
maybe even 6 tickets.
Oh, sometimes 6 tickets, including the parents and all. So anyway, so I'll go back and kind of add, and it'll be released tomorrow. So you guys, and so now you'll have what our goal is to put a post out there and also the video so that you've got people can see and hopefully help others plan their trip. So the next one that I'm working on is this spring break one. That was during Easter. So I'm going backwards in time. This is spring break earlier this year on a 4-night Disney Magic Cruise in a concierge suite. So if you haven't sailed with Disney, concierge suite is usually their kind of luxury, I guess, service. Yeah, it's more of a service. And we did book a 1-bedroom. So it was definitely a splurge, but it was a very nice day.
Yeah, much more room. It's not just all small cabins.
And we had 2 bathrooms, which was amazing. We had our own.
Most Disney has 2 bathrooms.
No, 2 different showers.
2 different shower. Yeah.
Yes, so I didn't have to share with the boys, because otherwise, usually I have 3 boys, and they're actually, Paul's taller than me, but the boys are my size now. So, still having my own bathroom is still nicer than sharing with 3 pretty much like adult boys. So I'll try to finish off that and hopefully get it posted tomorrow. And then hopefully we'll be able to get what the video looks like after that. So we'll share the price, just like the first post, I share the pricing and everything. Definitely not something we could do all the time, but I'm glad we got to experience it.
Yep.
So that will be upcoming. And then just next steps. This is actually, summer's coming in really quickly. So actually our next sprint is our last sprint. So I hope by then Paul has some time. He still, works a full-time job, and he's taking care of, a lot of things around the house. He's our pool boy. He's our lawn guy. Kind of, he doesn't mow the lawn, but he's a gardener, and he's also the maid. He helps clean the house. So he didn't quite get to his dandelion video, but I feel like he really wants to. That's like his goal. That's been on his mind for a while.
Yep.
Right. And actually, in this next one, we'll actually be going on a kind of, or I guess it's the boys' only summer vacation this year. We go to Mexico to a resort called Hotel Xcaret every year. So we'll be going back there. So except this time, we'll try to, just because we've been every year, Paul doesn't always, and he's really our photographer, captures all the moments and videos, but this time we will, just for the purposes of, creating the blog and everything and up to date. So I'll be posting stories throughout. So if you're on YouTube or you're on probably Instagram and Facebook, that we will share what the park looks like and, what updates they have. So one of our favorite, actually our boys really look forward to this trip. So I'm imagining Ethan will probably post on his own YouTube channel too, which is, I think, a PAAAN Traveler. So you'll also see it there. And then afterwards, we'll put a long form video together and also a blog post.
Yep.
So that's the next phase. I'll hope to either create a new post or like a new blog post that describes the trip. If I go backwards, before the spring break trip, we actually took a trip to Paris over a long weekend, over President Date's weekend. So that would be kind of nice. So we were there right before as they were setting up for the Olympics. So that was kind of cool. So we didn't even get to see the beach volleyball court, right? Because it was blocked off in front of the Eiffel
they're still
Tower.
setting up, but it was nice.
Yeah.
The view.
Yeah. So, and we got to see kind of just right before as they were setting up. I think some areas in front of the Louvre was already, they already had the statues, or they had like
the basketball.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see it all and kind of beforehand and all that. So look forward to that. And then since it's the last sprint, the boys go back to school. I will work on defining the next phase. I think we'll all agree that this is something we want to continue to kind of just pursue, maybe not as aggressive just because they're back in school, but something to continue just to share knowledge of our trips and just like what we've learned from others as well. So thank you for always tuning in. Anything you want to add? Or
I was curious about this. So you can bring it
Yes, and no
in.
comments.
I'm just
So,
curious.
okay, so this spring calendar will release everything tomorrow, whatever I finalize between the video and the post. And then, yeah, this is the schedule for our last sprint. They do start school pretty much that Monday. So we'll do one more live update on Sunday, August 18th, just to see where it is. I do hope to convince them at least to show up on camera. I think Eris is close. If he had not had his wisdom teeth, taken out and a little bit swollen, I think he was excited to, not excited, but, willing to entertain, to at least come on. Like I said, this is a family project. I wanted my sons to get used to, presenting and or talking and being comfortable with it. Our little one's a little bit harder to convince. He doesn't get this whole sprint thing, and he's like, "Why are we doing behind the scenes?"
It's too business-like for him.
So
It's
yeah.
more free-spirited.
Yeah, so he doesn't understand the process. Anyways, but that's okay. So maybe at least we'll get him to show up. But regardless, that's all the update we have. I'll go back to the front picture. So I'm just putting some, just to say that they're here with us in spirit. And behind the scenes, they do kind of look and are typically engaged if I show them a video or ask them for their opinion. So these are boys. This is actually from our Disney Magic trip. So this is, of course, in preview of the travel blog post that we'll be putting out there. So I just think this is a really cute brotherly picture, the pose. And it was also, we celebrated St. Patrick's Day on there. So it's kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some fun pictures and all. But that's all we have. Thank you for tuning in, and tune into our last update, at least for the summer, before the next phase on August 18th. Right? That's all we have. Thank you. Bye.